I love Sonya's comment. She said, "Amen. I know I'm not a real housewife, just a real housewife. The irony, without sacrifices, I could not homeschool." Talk about it, Sonya. That's where everybody went, well, I can't afford it. Yes, you can't afford anything in life that you don't want to sacrifice for.
Man, now that's a big hitter. That's a big hitter right there.
Come on, bro.
You
Everything
can't
you buy is a sacrifice.
you can't have anything without sacrifice. That's it. That's a big hitter.
But people will sacrifice to buy the heavy hitter car and make a car payment they can't afford
Mhm.
just so they can floss in front of society and keep up with the Joneses. But they can't afford to invest in their child's education. That's a choice.
So, all right. And the morality of child support part two, you spoke about your minimalist lifestyle. What put you in a position, and your wife as well, to agree with you to say, hey, we're going to do things minimalistically. We're not going to live this way, and we're going to give our children their best life. What put you in that mindset?
I want to be practical because the spiritual answer is just God. I really can't give you a better answer than that. But I think the practical answer is that we were so humbled from dealing with homelessness that we no longer cared about what people thought about us or keeping up with anyone because we've been at the bottom and we seen how happy we were there. I think so many people think they can't be happy there because they're afraid to experience it. But when we were living in and out of hotels after we got evicted, this was right after I got out of the military. My plans fell through for what I was supposed to do when I got out, depending on certain family members that were not dependable. And I should have made a better plan, but I didn't. And when we were homeless, I think with 3 kids at the time and maybe one on the way, living in and out of hotels, I'm driving Uber every day to pay for the next hotel. At that point, I just didn't care anymore. I was like, when we get it back together, we're gonna get it together for the sake of family. We no longer had to care about man because I just could not believe the level of happiness we had sitting in that hotel room, bro. You could never tell me anything again about what it takes to be happy after that.
What gave you happiness after being broken, though? If you could explain that without without just saying God, without just saying the name God, like what would be your explanation to that?
Um,
How can you find happiness in a broken place? Because I would share that with people.
this is the answer. Um, I think what it did is it forced us to love each other and really appreciate the relationships we had internally. We were literally closer. We were in one room together. And this was for, I think, a good 3, 4 months before I was able to finally get a place. So it brought us closer, literally. It made us realize, like, here we are with nothing at all. And we still going to church every Sunday. I was the leader of the outreach team, homeless. And you know what I mean, with a smile on my face in church. Talking to people on the streets about their situation. And little do I know my situation ain't no better. And I'm telling them about how good God can be and will be to them. And they're
You know,
looking up to me like I'm in a better place than them with no idea that I'm going back to a hotel when we get out of here.